I'm not religious. This is not about religion. Let me make that loud and clear. This is not about religion. This is about right and wrong. We talking about Black Lives Matter, absolutely. All lives matter. I lived in Europe. There's racism over there. That ain't right. Don't get me wrong. You're not distracted from the cause. Listen, Floyd and all these other sisters are involved too. Amen. But it's about right.
Not bad. Doggy. There's another rally over at the park that we're going to head to and get a little footage.
Hey, bro, mob mentality.
Yeah.
I love it when it's nice to hear it. I love that.
How was you think so far? Yeah.
That's kind of a point. Supposed to be real.
I'm glad we were up there when that one guy was speaking. I really liked it. What? I'm sorry? Is that wasn't him? He might be one of the leaders, but that's not.
Like it's on like Instagram, but same. Yeah. Red or something. Excuse me.
Kings are falling every day, and kings are rising just the same. But when will we know who we are? I see your light, you are my star. Blessed are those who make it home.
There's my buddy's trailer over there. He brought a sound system down for people to be heard later on.
And know that it's okay to cry. Can't get no better in my eyes. Yeah. We worry about so many things I'm not concerned with. I don't want nothing from these people unless I deserve it. I'm tired of playing the fucking clown up in the circus. You resting respect up on your name, you gotta earn it. When you feel down and you out, you gotta keep working. Whole time I promise you, you living right in your purpose. The negative energy that's coming, you gotta curve it. Encourage yourself, then you slide just like it's cursive. Oh, kings are falling every day. Kings are rising just the same. But when will we know who we are? When will we know who we are? I see your light, you are my star. I see your light, you are my star. Blessed are those who make it home. Blessed are those who make it home. To know that you're never alone. Never alone, never alone. And know that it's okay to cry. Know that it's okay to cry. Can't get no better in my eyes.
Never is a time so precious, ever been so pressured and prevalent, where kingship is more relevant. And the stories that we tell are a testament to those who we are and who we should become. My dad's name is one of my son's names, and two kings share my soul. Two heartbeating, one blood and one throne. If you're a king,
care if I set this up? Do you care if I set this up right here?
Give it up for Kamea one more time. She gave us an important message. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Just getting back to
She
that,
said,
guys.
it
How
may
do I put it
look
there?
like but check your privilege. You may not know who I am. Kamea, amazing job. You're a young warrior doing your thing. Kamea, how old are you? 6 years old on this stage. We're just going to keep getting through our young people because this is a safe space for our young people. And we want to make sure they feel comfortable sharing whatever they have to share. So continue to make some noise for Grace.
Hello everybody, I hope you guys are having a wonderful night tonight. My name is Grace, I'm 16 years old, and I'd just like to start this off with, I want everybody to bow their heads, close their eyes, and think about their personal life. Think about your daily life, think about the things you like to do, things you do on the daily. And I just for a minute here. Alright, now that you've thought about that, I want you to think, what can I change in my personal life that I do every day? Things I enjoy, the things that maybe I don't enjoy so much, the places I go, work, school, all of it. I want you to think about how you can make a change. I want you to think about yourself and your ideology. I want you to think about how that aligns with what you are doing tonight, all right? We must find change within ourselves before we can change the world, all right? We all have implicit biases, okay? Implicit biases due to race, gender, sexual orientation, all of it. All right? All of it. So we need to work on ourselves. We need to think about the situations we think about those implicit biases. We need to think about how we act on them, all right? And we need to change that because we need to change ourselves and our actions completely before we can stand for change in this world, all right? Tonight, I'm challenging you all to go home and to learn one piece of history, of Black history, a Black inventor, a Black activist, a Black business owner. Because we know Black lives matter, don't we? We know Black lives matter. But we need to know the face behind the name. We need to know the Black power, all right? And that goes for all of us. Because we cannot support something that we do not know. All right? That takes the history, that takes the present, that takes the future. All right? So tonight I'm challenging you all, myself included, to go and learn a piece of Black history, a piece of Black power, and I want you to continue to learn that, to continue to educate yourself, because we must educate ourselves before we educate others. All right? In the words of one of my favorite artists, Erykah Badu, knowledge is infinite, and it infinitely falls on me. It falls on you. It falls on all of us. All right? We can never stop learning. We must never stop learning, because that is when we become stagnant. All right? So the more we learn, the more we can help, the more we can change. Our knowledge is our power. So, I'm going to end this, taking a moment, close our eyes, bow our heads, and think about ways we can change our daily lives, ways we can educate ourselves, ways we can help the others and ourselves around us, all right? Thank you all so much for coming.
Give it up for Grace one more time. So now we want to get to some of our educators, because our teachers, our administrators, our youth group workers, those who work with our kids are important. And it's really hard thinking about how valuable our educators are, because I'm thinking about Taj. And for those who haven't heard the name, our really good friend Taj was with us last Friday. And after we left from being downtown, he was shot 4 times. He's currently, we just want you to pray. So with that being said, there's a man who I call on when I need just uplift, to feel better. He's not only an educator in the sense that he has a youth program that he works with kids, but he's also a pastor. And he's one of those type of pastors that when COVID-19 first hit, he pulled up a trailer and a truck in a parking lot and told everybody to sit in their cars, and he stood up and made sure he was able to talk to the people, because he wanted to make sure he still had access to give them the word of God. I'm humbled to know him. I'm thankful to see many of the things that he has done. I'd like you all to give a round of applause for Rico Went.
Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. In 1619, a boat came from the western coast of Africa with 20 of the enslaved. The name of this boat was Jesus Christ, and they went to Jamestown, Virginia in 1619, where the North Atlantic slave trade began. From 1619 to 1808 was the abolishment of the importation of slaves. 1830, a man by the name of Nat Turner leads one of the bloodiest slave rebellions in the world, killing about 75 or so people who were oppressing slaves and owning slaves and raping slaves and beating the enslaved. By 1865, the Emancipation Proclamation passes after the Civil War. 1866, something comes called the Black Codes. It's a way to marginalize, it was a way to harass and intimidate and monitor black bodies and imprison them and harass them for no reason, things as small as vagrancy or seeming drunk. Then what happens, guys, I'm just telling you a story, just right here. By the time we get to 1965, we get the Voter Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act of the United States of America. In 1964, when the Civil Rights Act passed, Michelle Obama was born. In 1965, Dr. Dre was born.
And in 1968, when Dr. King was assassinated, Will Smith was born. So in the lifetime of three creative people, three people that we all love and admire, within the lifetime of The Chronic, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and the first black family in the White House, black people have been legislatively free in the United States of America. So when people say it was so long ago, it wasn't that long ago, y'all. And here's one thing that we all got to remember, we all can do. We all have to know that we're in this together. And if we act like it, we can get further with each other than apart. A couple more things. Here's what we need you to do. People have been asking me, Pastor Rico, Mr. Rico, what do you think we should do? What do you think, what can I do to help as a non-black person, or just in general? You can help organize. And remember this, everybody's not necessarily a Quincy. Everybody's not a Dr. King or an Angela Davis or a Stokely Carmichael. But what you can do is you can give your time and energy to reputable black businesses and reputable black services that are already doing the work. Okay? Stokely Carmichael. But what you can do is you can give your time and energy to reputable black businesses and reputable black services that are already doing the work. Okay? Look at this stage, it's full of them. Look out there, it's full of them. Like the sister said before, lastly, you have to educate yourself. If you know more about the Jordan rules than you know about the black codes, that's a problem. If you know more about Meg Thee Stallion, I like Meg Thee Stallion, but if you know more about her than Harriet Tubman, that's a problem. If you know about LeBron King James, I love LeBron, but if you know more about him than Dr. King and the SCLC and what it stood for and its organizational structure, that's a problem. You must educate yourself for us to win this battle. Thank you for your time. God bless you and God keep you. Thank the power, y'all.
Frat brothers here. So we're going to keep this thing going. But I want you to know something about the next group that's coming up. Because music is so important to the soul that it's much more addictive than crack is. The high is just an illusion, lies and confusion, but just for that rush, just once these young bucks will go through it. So in essence, they're still flooding our streets with thugs, drugs, and killing. They're just using our record labels to do it. Taking our heartfelt demos, putting us in limos, trying to mess up our direction. And most are trained to follow women and drugs, so many fall victim to their own erection. But we're chasing people and trying to go places that we're not going. But ignorance is bliss, and people love this, so people take pride in not knowing. If you're not growing, I don't care how slick you're flowing, because you have to understand the value of words. Now that wasn't mine, that was by an artist by the name of Black Ice, who is a deaf poet. I like to make sure I quote folks as we say it, quotes. But it shows the value of words on record. And we have a group who works with youth on records. So I would like to bring up this amazing group of people, Youth on Records.
Hey, yo, Denver, what up? Hey, yo, Denver, what up? And y'all are beautiful right now. The amount of diversity and the amount of people just loving each other is like crazy, like an energy, like I feel it, you know what I'm saying? I'm up here with butterflies in my stomach. It's beautiful, yo. My name is Devin Uriaste. In the community, I'm also known as Mace, and I work for a nonprofit organization called Youth on Record, and our motto is empowerment through creative education. Up here, I have a couple of my teaching artists with me. Make some noise for Michelle, Mona, Juicebox. Our job every single day is to enter the classroom with our marginalized youth, our black and brown youth, and make sure that they have a platform to be heard. And most importantly, make sure that they have someone that's listening to them. I'm here to listen to y'all, right? We make music, but we also push expressing yourself through any platform, man. One thing you gotta understand, right, is racism is built a system. There's a system. I go in the classroom every day. My students might be hungry. They might be mad. They might not have parents to go to. They might have just got locked up, or they're worrying about getting locked up because they got to go to court the next day. There is a system that's put in place that causes us trauma, and it causes us anger. I see this anger every day, but I'm here to tell you that it's okay to be angry. But it's what you do with that anger that's important, right? It's how we project that back into the world that's important, right? Our youth are the most important thing, because y'all keep us pushing, you know what I mean? Y'all keep us pushing every day. And I just want to give a shout out to all the youth right now, man. Go ahead and make some noise. I want to try something real quick before I get off the mic, all right? If you are 21 years old or younger, put your fist in the air right now. I want everybody to look at all these young people, right? All these young ladies, all these young men. These are our future, right? All of you guys, with your fists out up, hold yourself accountable. Educate each other. Be there for each other. And keep your fists up, because I want to try this, because, you know, I mess with Nas heavily, so I want y'all to look at these youngsters with their fists up, and when I say, or when I ask, whose world is this? Y'all are going to say, the world is yours. All right, so look at these people. Whose world is this?
The world is yours.
Whose world is this?
The world is yours.
Whose world is this?
The world is yours.
Yo, Black Lives Matter. Y'all educate the youth, man.
Appreciate you. All right, we're going to keep this thing going, and I'm excited to just allow people to have a platform to speak. Don't know what they're going to say, but it's valuable to hear their words. So please give it up for Allie.
First, I want to give you guys a fact. There are 10 states in our country that don't teach the civil rights movement. They do not teach that the Civil War was about slavery. They don't teach about Jim Crow laws. So I need you guys to call your states, tell them that we need to educate our children, because we can't have generations after us that we expect to know this stuff if they're not learning it in school. And secondly, with everything happening with the coronavirus, the first thing that's going to get cut from schools this year is arts and music funding. So I'm partnering with an organization called the Boredom Fighters that brings free music education at the schools. I need you guys to go follow the Boredom Fighters. They're doing really good stuff, and we need them right now to provide these classes. We're working right now on getting funding so that we can provide free art and music classes to every Denver school in the fall. Most importantly, I, in the process of reaching out to the arts community, have had an overwhelming response for people looking to step up. So I'm an artist, but I also work in the music industry, and one of my jobs is mentoring young girls. So if you're a young Black woman who would like to get into the music industry but you don't know how, please hit me up. My name is A.L. Bryan on Instagram. Send me a message and I will help you. And I have 24 artists who are looking for mentees. If you are a young Black artist, reach out to me. I will find someone who will give you the steps that you need so that you can be successful in art, because we need more Black voices in art. Thank you.
We're working today. We are working today. If you are one of the young people who want that information, please reach out to her, find her before she leaves, or find her on our social media. That's what it's about. Not just living in the moment, giving resources so that we can keep this going. Because if we just come here and go home, it doesn't work. But if we find ways to work together, we change the world. So with that being said, there's some administrators in the house who are doing their jobs in the schools. And I know this brother very well. Please give it up for Ricky!
First, I want to give a shout out to everybody for taking the time to be here. I stand here with the blood of slaves running through me, and so I'm going to go ahead and channel that before I let any other words come out of my mouth, so that the ancestors that came over on that boat are spoken for, and that blood is running through me as I speak. When I think about racism, injustice, and oppression, I think about how it took a global pandemic to close a technology gap that has been plaguing the Black community for 2 decades. When I think about racism, injustice, and oppression, I think about how hard it is to stand in meetings with my white colleagues and I have to wear a mask in order to make sure that they don't feel uncomfortable when I express myself as a Black male. That's real. That's real. Every day that I walk in this skin, I have to be aware of how my Blackness is making my counterparts uncomfortable. And for me, that's not a world that I want to live in anymore. So I'm going to stand, I'm going to yell, I'm going to march, I'm going to protest until we completely dismantle this system of oppression. I am an administrator, so that means I was a teacher, so I know the value of economy of language. So I'm going to leave you with this right here. For anybody that doesn't know which side of the fence they want to be on, then we're going to tell you which side of the fence you're going to be on. Because if you aren't with us, then you're against us. Amen.
All right. Give it up for Richard one more time. We're going to keep things going. Now, I don't know if you know, but I was at the Denver School Board before Outside closed. And there was a bunch of young, dynamic kids from Martin Luther King Early Preparatory College. And if you don't know about that school, they are doing some dope things. And I heard a bunch of young people who were like, yo, we need Black studies in our school. And they all testified. And they like said stuff. And they held the school board accountable in a way that I wasn't holding people accountable at that age. Well, we have one of the educators who works in that school. So I would like you guys to give a round of applause for Christina!
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Quincy, for sharing your platform with me. I was talking to my grandfather before I came out to protest today, and he said, you know, Christina, when I watched the news, I thought that the protest was only going to last a day. I really didn't think that young people were going to keep it moving. And I remember as a child, my mom shielding my face away from white people in Texas. And to see young white people protesting and saying that Black lives matter and trying to figure out how you can help us to dismantle these systems of oppression, it brought a tear to his eye. And that is, there's a lot of weight to that. So thank you so much for showing your outward support. I wanted to talk about, in our schools right now, Black boys are 4 times more likely to receive disciplinary action than anyone else in their schools. Many teachers do not see themselves as bad teachers, right? We can all think of that teacher in our youth. We're like, dang, I couldn't stand that teacher. You know what I mean? But you cannot consider yourself a good teacher if you are not vocalizing and supporting rights for your Black and brown students. And that is When you see your colleagues sending students out of the classroom for undetermined amounts of time, when you see your colleagues drawing on a student's face, these are real stories. When you see your colleagues, instead of leaning in during the equity meeting, texting their colleagues where they want to eat for lunch, that undermines the work. And it is the ultimate sign of privilege to be able to opt out when it becomes uncomfortable for you. The best thing that you can do to support is we need you to do this emotional and intellectual labor. It is very taxing for your Black teachers and your Black colleagues at work, or your Black friends, or the Black people you care about, to constantly have to call out violations and then choose the words to be able to explain that violation constantly. So what I ask of you is, in addition to what we see here, which is a huge display of support, I ask that also when you see your colleagues or your friends and family doing things to undermine this work we are trying to do, you need to call it out. That is how you can support us. I just want to say thank you again. I'm very proud of what I've seen tonight. I'm proud to be surrounded by other Black educators and admin. Black thoughts matter. Black leadership matters. We just saw a state senator in New York pepper sprayed and arrested by the police because they did not even know he was an authority figure out there. So we just ask again that you hold each other accountable and verbalize your support and check people. That is the best way, in my opinion, that I can see that you really are embodying this idea that my life matters and my family's life matters and your friends and colleagues who you care about lives matter. Thank you.
Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I got some things I gotta do, but I'll be back on here tomorrow.
Do you have any educators or students on the north side, Westminster, Thornton, Brighton? Any from the south, that's Centennial, Highlands Ranch, Hartford. Oh, what?
When do we want it? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Always a pleasure.
So we're saying, community liaisons only. No cops with guns in their neighborhood. Period. Put on your mask! Put on your mask!
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like. Yeah, sorry guys.
And very similar to last night, a big crowd assembling on Lincoln in between Colfax and 14.
Yeah, I know, right? Thank you. That it's a generator powering a projector onto the steps of the Capitol. I don't know what it's projecting though. Oh, it's a Black Power fist, yeah. I can't tell from here if the Marine is still chained to the statue or not. He wasn't yesterday. Alright, I'm gonna move further up the Capitol steps here so you can see more of the crowd.
Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here.
Yeah, seriously, what?
Do you want to go? Black lives, they matter here.
What do you want me to do?
Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here.
Facebook.com/Native Lives Matter 1. It'll take you straight to our page. We're the one that has over 193,000 people that like it. And what our group does is, you know, we try to be there for all the natives that are killed by police. We try to bring them up to a national level, you know, so that way their stories will be heard. And we also supply support to the families, either, you know, by protesting or either by Facebook.
You know, I have fucked 12.
And my next question, actually.
Natives they are considered under the black family. So I feel his pain, man. Because natives, Mexicans,
God bless you.
they're all under the black family.
You know what I'm saying? We all here praying, you know what I'm saying?
You can't breathe?
I can't breathe, man. All we want is justice.
We can't breathe, man. If you a white skin, you don't have nothing to worry about.
He's still my brother. He's still my brother, just like you, man.
Because I know a lot of white people, they're so cool, they're so nice, man. They're so nice. They're so cool.
We get justice, we good.
You got white people, they so fucking racist. They don't give a fuck about black people. They just assholes, period. Hey, bro. We go.
Yes, bro.
Thank you so much. I love you, Asai. We make the universe move, y'all.
So you can get a kind of idea of the scale of the march at the moment, right?
I feel like it's bridging a lot of intersectionality.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what you've seen and how Native Lives Matter and you as well have been out to so many Black Lives Matter protests as well? Can you talk about just like that connection?
Yes, we work autonomously with other activist groups here in the cities, and one of them is Black Lives Matter Twin Cities and Black Lives Matter Minnesota. You know, we are there when they have, when they have actions. They act. There is white people that are killed by the police, and there is white kids that are killed by the police too. And it's sad that they kill anybody and everybody. They don't care. They don't care.
Yeah, no, that's a good point you bring up, because there is, even in Minneapolis, St. Paul, there's David Kerbalay.
Yeah.
There's so many. Kobe Hauser.
Yeah.
He might be, I think he's biracial as well. But, I mean, I'm not thinking clearly. That Dr. Darren Janke.
Yeah.
He was a teacher.
Yeah.
There's a list, and then we got out in Green Bay, Tony Biegert's son, Joseph. We got down in L.A., Louisiana. We had.
Guys, please tag, comment, and share. We need everybody to see how peaceful all of our protesting is, right? Like, we're just passing by these cars. There's no spray paint. There's no fires. There's no vandalism. There's no rioting. There's no looting. It's very important that we show what's happening out here in the streets of Denver, Colorado. Tag people in the comments, as many as you can. Share it in all your groups and all your messaging groups. Twitch, Discord, Twitter, YouTube. Thank you. Just anywhere that you could share it. This video is in the public domain. I take no copyright over it. Clip it, restream it, cut it up, put words over it, text over it, make it your own. Share it anywhere you can. Water. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, bro.
In the center pocket of my backpack, there is a there's a battery pack with a white cord coming out of it. Just pull the white cord out. Leave the battery pack in, but pull the cord out.
Get you there.
Cool. Cool. Thank you, sir. So I'm going to get this perspective for a second so you guys can see just how many cars and motorcycles we're passing in this neighborhood now.
Take a knee, take a knee, take a knee! neighborhoods in our communities. They are a military occupation. When Nazi Germany invaded the Soviet Union in 1940, do you think they were people talking about reforming the Nazis that were invading their country? Do you think that asking the police to just kill us less, when they kill us every single day in this country, is the solution? No! So it sounds like I have the right crowd here. Oh, kill me! One of the greatest threats to this large uprising that is taking place nationally is not just the police with their batons and their tear gas and their rubber bullets and their high-tech weapons to disperse us. It's the media. Even trying to hide out amongst us that say that the solution is to capitulate. They say we want peace. We want peace. What they really mean is we want surrender. We need change! Decade after decade, century after century. And the same thing happens. The police wheel out the big guns to oppress the so-called militants. And then they send sneaky people inside the movement to split the movement. Oh my goodness, these are looters versus the peaceful ones. We ain't touched nothing. Versus the ones that we like and we want to close to become Democrats. Brothers and sisters, we must understand. This is not just a protest for the police to kill us less. This is a national liberation struggle. You have two sides. You have the colonized and the colonizers. That's the two sides. It's not the peaceful protesters versus the web. In a national liberation struggle, every form of resistance is valid. Every form of resistance. People that want to try to get you to go home early. People that want to show up with the photo ops and get front page of Washington Post. And they call their terrorists. The only solution is to vote for one or two rapist, war criminal sociopaths. Everybody out here tonight has done more than Joe Biden. And I understand the fear. Tactically, they are strong. They have billion-dollar defense budgets. They get all this high-tech weaponry. They have this and that. Tactically, it's very scary. But strategically, look at it. The police, the Trump regime are almost universally reviled by the peoples of the world. I've seen protests in solidarity with the Black nation in Germany, in Britain, in Palestine. Here today. And we need to show solidarity with the world. How do we show solidarity with the world? We give them justice. What does justice for George Floyd look like? It does not mean sending a couple cops to jail. Because we all know tomorrow and the day after when they kill more people, it's going to happen again. Justice for George Floyd in a national liberation struggle means the uprooting of every single settler institution. That's what the media is here to do. So when I say all power, you say, are we tired? All power! To the people! To the people! To the people! To the people! Let's try that again. All power! To the people! No power! To the people! That's right, that's what's up. All power to the people. Y'all love y'all.
It's common enough they have a name for it.
No peace! Police!
Characteristic of an animal.
No peace! Police! No peace! Police! No peace! Police! No justice! No peace! Police!
I'd say thanks so much, man. I watched the stream the last few nights. Really, really appreciate you, brother.
Well, thank you for being out here.
Yeah, man. It's the first time I'm able to actually do it. I had a roommate who's like immunocompromised. Tonight's the night we finally get to come out.
I totally understand that. Just so you know, they do have a free and doctor noteless COVID testing at the Pepsi Center.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you, man.
Turning to the right, turning to the right, turning to the right. Go straight, okay.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No racist! No justice! No racist! No justice! No racist! No justice! No racist! No justice! These racist kids have got to go! These racist
Hands up, don't shoot. 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 I can't breathe. 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 I can't breathe.
Hold on, I'm getting reports of somebody being shot at the Capitol. I think that's maybe what that ambulance was. People in my live stream right now are telling me that we shouldn't go to the Capitol because there have been shots fired at the Capitol.
How can we get someone up front to make sure that this doesn't turn back to the Capitol? You got a megaphone? You want to make sure that we don't go back to the Capitol? Wait, if the dude that was shot is in that ambulance, it doesn't matter if he was shot at the Capitol. We don't want to be there. We want to get away from the Capitol.
We're far enough away from the Capitol now. I think we're going to try and steer people away. I'm going to get to the front and see what I can do. Can we confirm protester shots fired at the Capitol? It sounds like crowd on crowd, right? Somebody confirm this in chat for me right now. All right, guys. Okay, so there's so one protester shot another protester at the Capitol.
Right now?
Yeah, that was what that ambulance was.
Oh.
We need to direct this back. Yeah, we're going to the left.
Go right.
We go
right for the one way.
We can't go back to the Capitol. We got to go one way. We got to go to the right or the left.
Yeah. Let's go to the right to Capitol.
Let's go to the right. Yeah, we'll go up. We'll go up.
Go to the right.
Everybody go right. Stay away from the Capitol.
Yo, everybody got to slow down. Slow down, tighten up. Slow down.
Slow down. Hold up.
We need to brief people. Yeah.
Now we got to stay away from the Capitol.
Everybody stop. Hold on. Everybody down.
Take a knee. Take a knee. Come up and take a knee with us. I'm up here. I'm right here.
What happened? Is that confirmed?
As far as I can tell, yeah. I mean, I'm getting reports of it, yeah. Confirmed shooting at Broadway and Colfax.
Okay. Is that okay?
Here, I think my megaphone might be a little louder.
Okay, why don't you tell him?
You the voice. You the voice.
Hey, y'all. It's okay. There's like a million people back there. They can let them check them one. Yo, take a knee right quick.
Sit down, take a knee.
Take a knee real quick.
Quiet down.
Can everybody hear me? Word. Hey, yo, so we did not actually mean to stop here, but we just heard some reports that there was a shooting at the Capitol. Somebody got shot. That's what that ambulance was riding fast back here because of. So I'm thinking we might just want to, I guess, march around some more. Yo, one more thing. Thank you, sister. We need to be tightened up. So if you're in the front, look back every now and then, make sure people are not too far behind you. We are a community, we have to be tight and together, just like in the movement. We can't let anybody divide us. Our march has to be representative of the movement.
Up to Cap Hill, we can go to Cheeseman Park.
Yep. We're heading to Cheeseman Park, let's go.
Thank you guys for that information. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for that information, everyone. Yeah, we're not going back to the Capitol. We're going back up this way.
Shooting?
Yeah, we just announced it and we're going around away from the Capitol.
I just didn't want you guys to think we were doing something.
Oh no, thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. We're going up this way. We're going up this way. We're going up this way. No. We're going this way. Take a right. Take a right. We're coming up this way. Take a right. Take a right. So it was a protester shooting. It wasn't a police shooting. So yeah, some protester shot another protester. So I just got the word on my live stream. I've got another streamer at the Capitol who told us, so we're just going to move away from the Capitol so that they can do what they need to do over there. Just trying to keep everyone safe. Yeah, so an officer just walked up to us and confirmed there was a shooting on Broadway in Colfax. We moved the march away from the Capitol and we're heading up into Cap Hill now. I'm trying not to give away location on stream.
Sorry.
You're good, you're good. Thank you guys very much. You got information to us quicker than the police were able to, so thank you very much.
Keep going forward! Forward!
Yeah, that officer just was trying to come up to let us know if we could avoid the Capitol, they'd appreciate it. And so we moved the march to go up into Cap Hill and away from the Capitol. Slow down, slow down!
No justice, no peace. Fuck the race police. Come on. No justice, no peace. Fuck the race police. 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 And the end of the no peace.
To everyone watching the stream right now, thank you so much for getting that information to us. We got the information before the police were able to get it to us, but we were able to divert the march away from the Capitol for the time being. The police did come up and confirm that there was a shooting at Broadway and Colfax.
I need y'all help to make everybody stop. Let's hold it up right here. Yo, let's have a knee. Everybody, let's have a knee. Let's have a knee. Let's have a knee. Let's have a knee.
Take a knee, take a knee, take a knee!
Everybody have a knee. Everybody have a knee. We need to figure some things out real quick. Yo, everybody have a knee. Everybody have a knee. Everybody have a knee. Everybody take a knee, please. Take some time. Let people catch up. They still coming. Yo, let's have a seat. Let's have a seat. Let's have a seat. Everybody, let everybody catch up. Let everybody catch up. Let everybody catch up. How many of y'all have been out here every night? Raise your hand if y'all been out here every night. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all the warriors. So, I don't want people to think that it's just one person trying to decide where we're going. So I'm about to ask y'all. We got 2 places that we can go. But before that, I do want everybody to know, and I haven't confirmed it yet personally, but we did get news that somebody did get shot.
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed. Somebody got shot.
By who? The protester on protester, not police.
It was protester and protester. So we're not gonna have that, y'all. We can't have that. We can't have that. So we're gonna have a moment of silence so we can get everybody together. But real quick, we got 2 places that we can go. We can go to Cheeseman Park, or we can go back to the Capitol.
Cheeseman.
Wait. The Capitol when someone just got shot. Hey, why would we go back to the Capitol when someone just got shot? Capitol! I've never seen you. All right, so by a show of hands, yo. By a show of hands. Got out the car, then got on your bullhorn and decided to talk to you. I literally asked the crowd what they want to do. How many of y'all know me? Put your hands up. If y'all think on the board, put your hands up. So, by a show of hands, who wants to go to Cheeseman Park? Put your hands in the air. Who wants to go to Cheeseman Park? Okay, who wants to go back to the Capitol?
Something doesn't seem right about that. Oh my God.
Motivators, let me remind you, this is our movement. This is not Democratic, this is not Republican. This is our movement.
That seemed weirdly tense.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Say his name, George Floyd. Say his name, George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. Say his name, George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. Say his name, George Floyd.
Okay. All right. So we're marching back to the Capitol now, where there was just a shooting, and I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm gonna go with the crowd. Can you confirm that?
Yes, people are telling me that right now.
Okay.
In the comments on my stream. 2 people are dead. 2 people got shot at the Capitol.
Okay.
We're all working together. We're taking a knee because 2 people got shot. So at the Capitol, that's why we're tightening up. Sit down, kneel down, get some water, get some food, get some snacks, get a hug.
I'm gonna get some water real quick while we're breaking.
Hey, sit down! We're gonna wait for them in the back real quick. Hey, take a knee in the back there, take a knee. Streets. Hey, let's get a hand clap for you guys. Let's get a hand clap.
gonna read the news report real quick for you guys. Alright, so the news report says, alert. DPD. Officers are on scene in the area of Colfax and Broadway in response to a shooting. At present, one person has been transported for medical treatment. There is no available suspect information at this time. Information will be provided as available. Yo, so the problem is, yo, I keep saying this, we literally have to stick together. We literally have to stick together. And we literally have to take care of each other, y'all. If we was all moving together as one movement, I guarantee you, this shit does not happen. It does not happen. When we're all on the same page, when we're all holding each other accountable, shit like that does not happen because it's not cool for shit like that to happen. Yo, so we're gonna take a minute. Go ahead.
When we go back to the Capitol, based on the word, to build off of what my man said, we gotta come from a place of peace and love. I seen a lot of people that come out here and they try to exploit this for their own political reasons. This is about us. This is our movement. We gotta think big to do big things. We're not gonna sit around here bickering over little things. This is our political mandate. Everybody's gonna have to gravitate to us and what we want. We ain't moving to them. We gonna stand our ground and we gonna stick together and we gonna do this in a peaceful way. So let's get it motivated, y'all get up and let's move.
Y'all up front, let's slow the pace so we can stick together. Let's slow the pace so we can stick together, please.
Okay. So one person confirmed shot at the Capitol. Transported to Denver Medical, or at least a hospital in Denver. So guys, please tag some people or share this or do whatever you can do. The more eyes we have on this, the safer we are. Can someone confirm for me in chat that Dylan is safe?
No justice!
Yeah, guys, please share the feed. I'm honestly a bit nervous about going back to the Capitol. The more people that are watching this, the safer we are.
George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! What's her name? Breonna Taylor! What's her name? Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! What's her name? Breonna Taylor! What's her name? Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor!
All right, I'm gonna go find Dylan so that I can get an understanding of what happened. Can someone tell me where he is, please? Someone go to Dylan's chat and let him know that I'm standing right at the base of the statue, at the top of the steps leading up to the Capitol. Good to see you too, buddy. By the library.
Steps.
Guys, just a bunch of you go raid Dylan's chat and just tell him that I'm at the top of the steps because we need to reconvene. I think I see him now. I think I see him now. All right, I'm gonna go talk to Dylan. I'm gonna see what happened. Dylan! All right, hey, you were down here when that happened, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell? So here, just kind of talk for my stream because I have no idea what happened over here. I just know that we ended up back over here. So tell everyone what happened.
All right, so we were just walking around interviewing people. We heard what we thought was a firework because, I mean, that's been pretty consistent the past few days. A few minutes later, we heard shouts for help and medics. We walked over there. Ambulance showed up with a couple of police escorts. Now, all the reports are saying that it was one victim. He got carted off to the hospital. One gunshot wound. We're speculating. I don't want to speculate, but I mean, what everybody's saying is this is unrelated. I mean, you with Adam were the main group of protesters who weren't even near this area. That's not really our side of the park that chills.
Yeah.
A couple people said it was homeless people, drug altercation, but I can't say for sure.
Yeah, I heard, I've heard some unconfirmed reports that, there was someone over there attacking people and then they got shot. I heard, that most of what I'm hearing is that it's unrelated. What I will say is really weird, right? So we were coming down, I want to say Broadway when it happened, and we started marching back towards the Capitol, and I started seeing in my chat, right? I started seeing shots fired, don't go to the Capitol, don't go to the Capitol. So I get up to the front of the march, and I talk to a couple of people at the front that are holding the Black Lives Matter sign and everything, and I'm like, okay, there were shots fired at the Capitol. It sounds like at the very most, it's protester on protester. It's not police violence. So, you know, should we make sure not to go back to the Capitol? So we made this decision to march up towards Cheeseman Park.
Yeah.
And then we got about 2 blocks up, and Neil showed up at the front of the march in a Cadillac, I think, and then kind of stopped everyone and asked everyone, like, okay, do we want to go to Cheeseman or do we want to go to the Capitol? And then we came to the Capitol. So I don't know. If it's unrelated to the protest and it's unrelated to the protesters, then I can imagine it's likely safe out here. I mean, that was my concern, right? Is that it's like somebody coming out trying to start shit.
Absolutely.
Because they say they have no suspect right now, right? They have no idea who actually pulled the trigger.
For witnesses, but I will tell you, the people we talked to afterwards are like obviously very upset with this because I mean, this gives the media, the mainstream media, a way to spin a narrative that like, oh, we're violent.
Somebody got shot, we're violent.
Exactly.
Well, and of course, like the main protest is like 4 blocks away, right?
Yeah.
So it's obviously not protester related. I'm just trying to. I mean, I imagine at this point the cops are kind of just blocking off that whole area, right? Like. Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
It just, now there's going to be a bigger reinforcement of police presence earlier.
Well, and they're just going to be like, they're just going to be on edge now, right? Like,
yeah, it gives them a good excuse to give us a little more force than usual. So it's rather unfortunate. We'll do what we can.
What are you looking like right now? Okay. Yeah, what kind of phone do you? I'm on almost 800. What kind of phone do you have?
This is a OnePlus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually just
love
ordered the new Pixel XL so that I could get a better phone. So okay.
Yeah, this guy's been great for me so far.
Yeah, this guy overheats a little bit. So every now and then my phone shuts off because it heats up too much. But all right, so for everyone's paying attention right now, it seems like the shooting was likely unrelated to the protest. Obviously, I'm inclined to believe that because we were several blocks away marching at the time. We're back at the Capitol now. There's about 2,000 people on the Capitol steps. So I'm going to take some time and kind of, here, let's do this. I'm going to go sit up on the grass and I'm just going to answer some questions for you guys, whether it's about me or the protest or whatever. I need to take just a bit of a break. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm just gonna have a seat and I'm just gonna relax for a bit until we start marching away from the Capitol again. Okay. Oh. Fuck. Yeah, these steps are empty. There's about 2,000 people up behind me, up at the Capitol right now. I just need to take a second because I'm at 15,000 steps for the day already, and I came out at 7:30. Oh, ouch. Okay. I am at the Capitol. I am at the Capitol. I just need to take a break for a moment. So I mean, the reason I'm nervous, right, is like, I mean, somebody got shot, so the cops are going to be a little on edge. Everybody's going to, all the protesters are going to be a little on edge. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the cops seem kind of to be doing their thing over there, and we're making sure that the protests stay away from it. My battery's doing good. I had my extra battery pack today. It's fully charged, so I won't have any issues tonight. Oh, you've got a drone view of, okay. Interesting. So what are you using to control this? Just a phone?
The controller's up here.
Oh, okay, so it plugs into your phone. Does it just attach to the phone or plug into it?
It uses it for the screen.
Okay, interesting. So yeah, so you guys can see this is the view of the Capitol at the moment. Can you turn the brightness up by any chance? That's about as far as it goes.
Yeah, there's a speech they're giving right now.
Okay. Do you know, how much was this, like the whole drone package and everything?
$1,000.
About $1,000?
Minus the cell phone.
Okay, yeah. Where did you get it?
I bought it from a pawn shop, but that's $1,000 to buy it.
Okay. I might have to go get one of those.
Yeah, I have a few of them. I could get for not too much. I know you're doing your stream right now. So.
Yeah, well, shoot me a message on Facebook and we can chat. There actually have been quite a few drones. I've seen, you know, about 4 to 5 drones every day. You know, I'm gonna be out here until the protests stop happening. At least I'm gonna need to take one of these days off, but I don't think it's gonna be in a while, not for a while. Melbourne, Australia. How's it going on? Yeah, so they're chanting Black Lives Matter up at the Capitol right now. Oh. Wow, what time is it? It's 10:30. Yeah, this is live. See, there's the drone up there. I'm just taking a quick break, guys. I'm just taking a break. I've been marching all day. Well, not all day. I've been marching since about 7:30. It's about 3 hours, and I need to take a break. All right, guys. If you have questions, please ask now. I have a moment since I'm resting. I can pay attention to chat. I believe there's still a 9 p.m. curfew. Can we buy you new shoes? Guys, don't buy me shoes. Donate to the ACLU. Donate to the Colorado Freedom Fund. So there are 5 demands at the moment. I can't really name them off the top of my head. I know one of them is civilian review panels. I know there's one about escalation of force. There's one about police licensing. We do this in the mornings. The march just started at 8 a.m. this morning. There was a march at 8 a.m. and a memorial service for George Floyd, and then a Capitol cleanup. And then at 4 p.m. there was a bunch of youth speakers, and then the marches started again around 4:30. No, guys, I ate a ton of food today. I made sure to spoil myself today, so thank you. So it's now sounding like the shooting wasn't even protester on protester. It sounds like the shooting was completely unrelated to the protest. Yeah. We came back to the Capitol. We saw that there was a shooting here at the Capitol, but it is unrelated to the protest. Yeah, Dylan's up with Neil right now. I'm just trying to get I'm trying to get a bit of a break and a bit of a rest because I've already done, 7.5 miles. There's about 2,000 people up at the Capitol. I spoiled myself with a bunch of junk food today. I had Smash Burger, Noodles and Company, and some Burger King. Initial news reports had protesters involved. I don't know if protesters are involved or not, but if the protesters are involved, it's not police on protester. Yes, I will likely be out tomorrow. Yes, I believe Stephen is still resting. All right, banning Jessica Jones. Yeah, it seems like Neil is kind of at the forefront of all this and taking control of a lot of it, right? Yes, I will likely be out tomorrow. They're not my demands to give into, man. They're, you know, the protest organizers in the Black Lives Matter community. I'm just out here marching and documenting. You know, Lena, I don't know if they're going to use it as a reason to use force. You know, the police seem pretty content over in their corner over here, just kind of doing their thing. They've got the whole area blocked off with caution tape. They've got the roads closed. I don't think it'll escalate between the protesters and the police tonight because we're not really near each other at the moment. No idea how many more days Denver is going to protest. The reason we're sitting in the grass is I just need to take a break for a moment, guys. I've been marching for about 7.5 miles already today, and I just need to take a break. I have not talked to Steven. I reached out to him, he hasn't reached back. Ian, be safe if you come out. Police are visible. They're all over here at, I mean, the entire section of Colfax and Broadway is closed off right now for investigation.